Hello, my Virgo family. Welcome back to Mark After Me. I am Tru, your life coach and tarot reader, and I am here to deliver January 2021. Happy New Year! Happy new full moon in the 30th or 29th of December. I hope that didn't devastate you as it devastate me. Was gonna be emotions all the way around my body. Anyway, so thank you so much for coming back, or if you are new, hi. Welcome to Mark After Me. This is going to be a tarot reading. I have already in front of me a Celtic spread. Then you're gonna have astrology card. Then you're gonna have a numerology card. And on the same time, at the end, we're gonna have an oracle reading, which is gonna be the unicorn oracle reading. I have to say, please stay with me until the end of this video. I have like a little announcement that I would love to talk to you personally. So saying this, we have already two cards on the beginning. That is the overall message, which is 2 6s, which is something that is becoming a norm, but it's a past norm and you should break down. Anyway, you have the 6 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles, or 6 of Coins in this case. This one, I can understand that, because at some point you are being, saving money, doing little investments here. Maybe you're studying, do something in the long term that is something that you invest in yourself that you really wanted to do. But you have the 6 of Cups, which is old memory. Is something, an emotional attachment that you're doing with that investment that you're doing right now. There can be something that is when I see the 6 of Cups, I will say that it's not a bad card, but when we have it with a pentacle card, which is going to be all about materialism and money, I think there is an old belief or an old friend that coming for a very long time that is reminding you who you was and know who you are, or who you are becoming. And saying this is just to see more or less where I'm come from. I think it's all about of whatever you are building now and whatever you are literally excited to share with the world, and also to break through of the old habit or old mindset or old limited belief that you have before. So in the center of attention you have the 10 of Wands, and I think you're pretty tired. I can say that you're pretty tired and overwhelmed. This is going to be a burnout card. If you see, it's quite dark. I don't know if you can see very well. And the guy is just holding 10 wands by itself. It's the denial to ask for help and the denial to assume that you sometimes cannot do everything by yourself. Even if you want to and you think you are capable to do it, which I don't say you are done, but sometimes it's a little bit help to release some weight or emotional garbage or emotional weight. I think it's pretty helpful for you in this moment. Virgo, you have that kind of nervous energy. You are even if you are an earth sign, you're a multiple sign, which is going to be one of the easiest to adjust, but on the same time you are self-demanding. Your criticism to be a perfectionist or to have the things in the way that you wanted is not always in your side. It's not always gonna help you, and you always have that nervous energy that do this, do that, and not in an excited way. It's quite more in the anxious way. So you have to see what is the thin line between excitement and anxiety. It's going to be sometimes they are blended to each other, so you have to actually take your time to breathe, because crossing over, you have the 10 of Coins. So at some point you're building a legacy. So maybe you have a family right now, or you are engaged and you are going to have a family, or you are in the beginning of the business, which in the long term of your vision that you have is to build something that other people can benefit for. But what is the point if you put everything or all weight in your shoulders? What is going to happen if you doing things by solo? If you say yes, I'm fine, and at the end inside of you are the 10 of Wands, it's actually pointless. So just think about it, because where you come from is the 10 of Swords. Having the 10 of Swords is actually mental exhaustion, and on the same time, I am not gonna say depression and anxiety can be a signals on it, but I do think that if you carry on in this rhythm, all your mental exhaustion will be reflected in your body, and that's why at some point you are overwhelmed. Virgo, the only thing that I can say when you have the 10 of Swords and is where you come from is actually you are being overthinking way too much. you are being not making the actions towards what you're thinking, and whatever that you've been doing, you are not be sharing with the other person that you are, or with the partnership that you have already. So it's everything you feel at some point that you are alone in this journey, which is probably not the case. So why? You have in the front of your mind the two of coins. So the priority for you is getting and financial stability. When I see a lot of earth over here, I do think that is in the front of your head and in the front of your mind. Even if you're the six of coins right now, it is going to be the general message. I do believe there is concerning money, that you have such a like pressure towards the whatever that you are doing now or investing now. This has to give you money back, and you are pressuring yourself at some point that you are done. Even unconsciously, you are, how I can say, overworking the machine. You are not leaving the machine to rest, to take few times to meditate, to, to have your breaks. So when you have the two of coins, I think you're very worried about money, worry about the incomes, worry about how you're gonna balance this out. And I can totally understand the 2020 COVID-19. It's been for most of the people financially disaster, and I completely understand that you at some point you have to take over and you have to take the responsibility. But what I can say right now, and the only thing that I can see in what the cards is saying, is you are not alone, and you have to delegate. You actually have to lean on in people to say, hey, this is not just for me, it's for us, because it's going to be a legacy that me and the people who are like with me, if it's going to be a partnership, the clients are going to be benefit on it. But if you have a family and you're building a family, your son, your daughter, and also your husband or your wife can take an advantage of it, can actually use it. So it's not just you. You have to actually be smart enough to say, hey, if you really wanted what I'm building for, then you have to bring back or be proactive or work towards what am I doing. But if you don't talk about it, then you're going to have the 10 of Wands, because this is not just for you. This is something that you're building for other people and for you. So you're like doubling the work. So in January 2021, what I see is you're like rocking the bottom of the problem. And I think before you get burned out 100%, speak about your problems and put it behind or in front of the person or the partnership that you have already on. Because it's talking about money, it's talking about financial stability. And I have to say that you are being looking for the Four of Swords, which is the resting card, but you're been thinking so much to say, hey, for a very long time I really have this in my mind, but I have to take a break. I really need to have a little peace in my mind. I really need to step forward and see what I'm going on, but I need time for myself. I need to take a break. This is the Four of Swords. It's actually asking you to take a break because it's a mental anguish. When you had and you carry on with the Ten of Swords, you only can look up because you're such in a bottom rogue right now that probably you're saying, okay, I'm done. Even if you're the more optimistic earth sign that I never met, I always met all the signs in Virgo, you are the most positive, active, like amazing sign. But you need to understand they're not always gonna be on the top. You have to go down, recharge, and then you can go over the top. You can't carry on all the time to be in the top because you can burn out yourself. So if you have time to say, okay, yeah, I feel really low, I feel down, I feel whatever, another people can take over. Another people can take the responsibility. Today is my day off. I think this is something that you need to, because on the future, as I said, you have the Empress. Empress, this is Taurus card. And Taurus is indulgement, is self-caring, is about the five senses, is about self-care. Even if Taurus is going to be one of the stubbornest and also have a really strong belief, he is the most ruled by Venus, which is going to be everything soften what we love or what we see beauty. When you have the Empress is going to be in the future. Oh God, I really wanted to go to this point because it's asking you, are you taking care of yourself fully? Are you listening to your body, mind, and the spirit? Are you alignment with yourself, or you are fully pushing yourself to the edge? So the Empress is also, is the pregnancy card. Maybe some of you are already pregnant. some of you wanted to be pregnant. But if your body keep carrying on with the level of stress and anguish and exhaustion, how you can gonna get that? So they remember the Empress is all the time the fertility card. Is can be in finance way, can be an emotional way, but I think it's very Taurus. You should jump into the Taurus energy. Also, if you are with someone who has Taurus energy, just join them. They are more calm. They are really into be present in the day, in the moment, in the present. They are really mindful. So I think you should take slightly bit more of this calm energy, very harmonious, because Taurus take their time to make a decision, take their time to think about it, and they are methodical, the same like you. But at some point, the Empress, darling, it's all about self-indulgence, and not in the bad way, but when was the last time that you took care of yourself? When was the last time that you took a bath? When was the last time that you do like a skincare for a very long time? When was the last time that you went to spa? Anything that is related with that, okay? And I say there's going to be the Nine of Wands in advice, is making an action towards it. Not only think about it, not only think about to make the rest, not think about, you take a break. Make it happen. The Nine of Wands is impulsive. I understand that. Sometimes unrealistic. But when you take the good things of a Nine of Wands, is the totally movement. And it's telling you, do it. It's telling you to take the break. Take that time off. If you're studying a lot, how are you going to recharge yourself if you don't take a little breaks to actually study, or doing other things that actually can recharge the energy? How are you going to manage that? So you have the Nine of Wands in that way. But the environment is telling you the Fool. You got the Fool. And ladies and gentlemen, when we have the Fool in the environment, is totally saying that everything is changing. You have a new environment to, to play around. You have a new experience to believe on. You have a new scenarios that's gonna change with 2021. So take the risk and start to experience that. Don't think that you have to do just one thing, or don't think that because you have the duty to have the Ten of Coins, you cannot enjoy. You need to enjoy life at some point. So the Fool is the first house, it's Aries. It's all about self-development. It's all about self-care. And when the Empress is asking the same thing. So, in Hopes and Fears, you have the Hangman. And this, I think, is going to be the same for Taurus. Just you can check, just in case you have a moon in Taurus, just check the rest of them. But then you have this, when you have the Hangman in Hopes and Fears. Maybe you're afraid to let go something. Maybe you are afraid to sacrifice something. The Hangman is just an invitation to see things differently. It's an invitation to say, hey, change your glasses, because maybe these glasses are not reflecting what you really want to do. Maybe these glasses are not giving you the time and the expression or the colors that you really want to share. The Hangman is saying, can you look differently to the same perspective? How you can change your situation on your benefit. How you can sacrifice in order to move. Because 2021 will be a year of changes, and we have the universal year number 5, which is 2021. We have 2020, but it's going to be practicality, work, and destruction. Then we have a number 5, which is going to be adjusting, yeah. There's going to be more of changes and independence, but on the same time, the theme of this number 5 is build through the change. Do the action through the change. Don't wait that the change is coming and then you do the action. No, you do have the action to provoke some change. And this is actually what I say in the Hangman. Is kind of what are actually you going to trigger or move around to make some changes around it. To don't put yourself always there as a duty, as a person that have to do, as a responsible the one. Even if you are, it's a lot more people who are gonna get benefit on it. There's gonna be a partnership, or family, or you're building something. It's not just you. It would be good for you to delegate, to open up. Why? Because the outcome, the Page of Wands, will be absolutely beautiful. So the news are coming. And also new ways to have fun. because the Page of Wands is a very child and is very Leo. And I can say Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius are the three fire signs that they like to try things, and then they can have quiet knowledge about it. And they can learn from the actions they are doing. So the Page of Wands is a new way to make decisions, a new way to create something that actually is benefit for you. When you have the Page of Wands in the outcome, you know, it's going to be unexpected. It's something that you never tried before, but you're gonna start to have it to try, and you're gonna be excited about it. So I can say that so far, I think is towards a relationship with money that you have with someone else, or can be exactly the same, the financial situation of the business that you have with, you know, a partnership or a business or with someone else. I think that is something that is all about communication. The astrology card that will be Saturn. Saturn rules, as I said, Capricorn Capricorn rules Saturn, and it's all about rules. Virgo, even if the rules of the society are not working for you, you're not going to choose it. And this is something that I know from the beginning. But you stick to your own rules. And sometimes your own rules and your own decisions and your own fixed, how I can say, your own structure, that's going to call, is not anymore beneficial for you, because you are being beneficial for 2020, but now you're gonna have a 2021, so the structure is different. So Saturn is here. It's gonna be like a Capricorn energy. You have to do this. So you have to actually challenge a little bit Saturn and structure yourself in the way that you want it, in alignment with yourself. So Saturn can be helping you rather than make you, you know, be difficult to anything that you're gonna do. Saying that I'm a Saturn girl, but I say, one that you are aligned to yourself, when your body, mind, and spirits are aligned, Saturn have nothing to do against you. So Saturn is everything about wisdom. It's a discipline, a structure, as one of the words, time, responsibility, test, ambition, difficulty, gravity, realism, container, bones, grounding. Yeah, grounding, another word. When we have the Empress, is talking about how grounded you are. Are you be grounding yourself? Are you be stopping? Are you be mindful? Are you being centered? When we have Saturn, is also the positive way of Saturn, even if it's a malefic planet, is asking you to stop and asking you to delay, is because you maybe are burning out yourself. So Saturn is forcing you to slow down, is forcing you to look inside, is forcing you to work your intuition in order to develop your wisdom. So everything for Saturn all the time, we have complained about it, but we have the conjunction, which is going to be Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter. And this don't happen every single 20 years, but in this case will be 200 years. Are the most slowest planets in astrology. So if you think about it, maybe you are being extending yourself so much that you have to take care of yourself, and Saturn is obligating you to slow down and put a brake to the car that you are already speeding up. And look to this. I am absolutely, like, when I was doing this reading and I took the numerology card and jump out the oracle card, both of them have the same and say the same. I am quite shocked. But if it is asking you to take your time, Four of Swords is taking you to say, you know, calm down, take your time, is because it's your time for rebirth. And I can't say, I don't know if you can read it, but both of them say exactly the same. Rebirth, my friend. You are literally in a period to be the best example of yourself. Like, you are literally saying, okay, this structure is not working for me anymore. Remember that we have an alignment, this total conjunction that's going to be lasting for 2.5 years. If we have the 2.5 years, that means that the rebirth that you're doing is not going to come from one day to another, but you're going to peel it off. You're a mutable sign. Period. So you're going to be moving and you're going to be adjusting, you're going to be growing, but you have to take care of yourself. You have to slow down. And when in terms of rebirth, look how beautiful it is. You know, remember that not all the flowers blooming every single month. They take their time to get closer and then they open up in, you know, in a spring, some of them. So be gentle with yourself. And the rebirth cards say, reinvent yourself, give life to your dreams, create a new reality. So January 2021 probably will be the first and the beginning of this new rebirth, the new person is coming out to be quite more solid of what he's looking for, and less feeling the responsibility that everything has to be in their hands. You can share, you can lead, you can delegate, and everything will be absolutely fine because you will be a new person coming out. I can't believe it that you have the rebirth as well in numerology. This jump out, both cards saying exactly the same. So this is a strong message. You have a lot of sixes here, which is going to be past the Six of Coins, Six of Cups, then you have 16, the number 7. If you plus it together, there's going to be a spiritual development and also spiritual listening. So maybe it's asking you to get deeper into your own intuition and your own well-being. So saying this, I can't be more happy for you right now, my Virgo. I love you all. So saying this, I have an announcement to say. Sorry, I'm very nervous. So I have an Etsy shop where I am offering live coaching sessions and on the same time tarot readings too. So live coaching is for you if you are looking for get more self-development, self-discovery, increase your self-love, and also propose yourself to have a goal and get towards it and be ambitious about to get more from life. So I will be absolutely delighted to helping you through the journey. The same for tarot, that's going to be one of my beautiful ways to listen to your higher self is like an illustration of where is your thoughts are and what is the decision that you have to make, and at the end you are to be the one who's gonna make the decision towards the goal or the decision or the answer, the question that you're looking for an answer. So saying this, I'm very excited to show it. There's going to be my description below. You have the Etsy shop. If you want to contact with me, you have my email too. You have all the information all the way down. Please leave the comment if you like this reading. Check your moon ascendant and the next of the planets, just in case this is not resonating with you. I am so excited to see you in January 2021. Please keep subscribing, liking this video, and that's it. Please be safe, be protected, and love you all. Bye bye.